All right. My name is Gunnar Gunnarsson. Um, I live in Reykjavik, Iceland, and I'm a pastor at Loftstofan Baptist Kirkja. I'm a husband to Svava Maria, and I got four beautiful kids, Mikael Máni, Siguros Mira, Salomon Levi, and Victoria Leaf. And I am making this video for, number one, the few of you who have already subscribed to the channel. I don't know what you were hoping to get out of the channel, but I want to let you know what I'm thinking about doing with this channel moving forward, which is I'm just going to try to do videos. And the reason for that is I want to set a goal for myself this year that I wanted to do last year, but because Salomon had to go to Sweden for surgery, and then after that we had about 4 or 5 months that were totally sleep deprived, and we were kind of losing our minds slowly. Some things got put on hold, but I wanted to have a hobby. It had to be limited to the house because as a parent with two special needs kids, I'm at the house a lot. And so if I'm going to do something, I can't just run away for hours on time, on hours. Yeah, hours on. No, I don't know how you say that. Just hours. I got to be able to jump in and help out. And I wanted to have a hobby that was not just about consuming things. I didn't want to, just be taking in media or watching movies or something like that. I wanted to be a hobby that actually was about creating things. And I love doing video. Actually, unfortunately, one of the only videos I don't like doing is the talking heads videos, which I'm doing right now, which I'm just a floating head on the screen. This could be an audio podcast if you really think about it. Because the medium of video is just, yeah, rich. You can tell a story with camera angles and building suspense with music, and I think that's beautiful. And if I have some time, and I'll go out, maybe shoot some videos and try to put stuff together. But for right now, I'm here in my garage. I took about half the garage, cornered it off with a flag over there. Behind that flag is just chaos. And I'm going to start doing some videos about life. And if you want to watch, that's awesome. If not, then that's totally fine as well. If you were subscribed to this channel for some other purpose and this doesn't fit you, I won't be offended if you unsubscribe. But I'm going to be posting videos on here about random stuff about life and verses I'm thinking about and what God's doing in my life and goals I'm trying to set and so on and so forth. So, if you have ideas of videos that you want me to react to or respond to, or really just any ideas for videos that you would like to see from me, then you're welcome to post that in the comments. But I'll be doing this, and I'm excited about it. If nothing else, if no one watches or something like that, then my kids will have a weird archive of their dad rambling on about life and goals that he was trying to set. And I definitely do want to be intentional about that. Part of Icelandic culture is being super relaxed, and I love that. And that's definitely my default setting. But I also think that a lot of people may have regrets when they come to the end of life on their deathbed, as a lot of them might be thinking about the purpose of life there for the first time. And I don't want to be the type of guy who just lets life happen to me. I want to be proactive about glorifying God. And I want to be proactive about being a good husband and a good father to my kids and pastor to the church and to be a blessing to the people around me. And I want that. So that's going to be the purpose of this channel. I'm setting some challenges for myself this year. I have a little bit of a different approach to 2025, and I actually want to do, instead of doing an overarching sort of goal for the year, I want to break my year up into a couple of months at a time and do a goal for every 2 months, because I'm realizing that there are so many categories of goals that you could set. If you just think about, I think about my role as a husband and as a dad. I think I have a goal basically of being three main things in my family, and that is to be a priest, a provider, and protector. And yet, you start to think about all those categories, and you start to realize that, man, if you see this on YouTube, a lot of guys talking about being a protector and being an alpha male, and they have a really shallow understanding of what being a protector means, because I think honestly, because they think being a man is all about being a provider and protector, and in their mind that means having big muscles and then having lots of cash or a thick wallet. And I I think that shallow view of those two categories come because they don't have the most important category of being a priest. And to be a priest, you gotta stand in the gap between people and God, to be ready to not only pray but intercede for people, um, and also to represent God to people and stand on His truth and know God so that you can lead others to Him. And I think if you don't have that depth, then you don't have this sort of deep view of life, and you start to think about the categories of being a provider or a protector. Let's just take provider, for instance. A lot of people, they think provider means providing a lot of cash, but I've met a lot of adults that have extreme scars from their childhood because they had a lot of stuff, but they didn't have a good parent. So being a provider, if you have a shallow view of that, you just think of cash. But what about quality time? What about discipleship? What about being there for your kids? What about rides where you could talk about life and you could share what, the suffering, the difficulties you were going through, and so on and so forth. So that's what I want to do with this channel. I feel like we have so many categories that I need to focus on. I'm going to break my year up into a couple of months at a time and try to improve in so many different areas. So if you're interested in coming along on that journey, I'll probably be responding to some videos as well. I've been thinking a lot about a lot of things. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to use this as a hobby channel. So if you want to come along for the ride, you're welcome to. God bless.